Look, the draft report was in the process of being made for the last few days. After almost a report of around 500 pages, it was circulated to all the members of the ethics panel yesterday at around 6. We got our copy. Everybody got their copy. Everybody had a time to study this. And today, as because the agenda was very plain and simple, it was only adoption of the report. Whether you agree to it or you don't agree to it, that was the main agenda. So when we set for the meeting, there were about 10 members and all. 4 of them gave a dissent note saying that they do not agree with the report. 6 of the members gave this thing that they agree with the report. So we adopted the report and we have recommended the passage of this report to the table of Honorable Speaker Om Birlaji, and we hope that he will take a decision in the coming days.
Any discussion did happen on the dissent note, because we saw Danish Ali and the other opposition leaders speaking that the BJP leaders are violating the rules by continuously speaking in public?
Look, the basic issue is they are the ones who have gone to public with all these and all. That day, when they walked out on 2nd of November, they made the whole world know about their, allegation against the speaker. Today also, the chairman was in a mood to listen to them. They gave him an ample of opportunity to talk and all. Mr. Danish Ali, in his usual self, started shouting and yelling and screaming at the top of his voice. When then it was our chairman who said that if you keep on telling like this, then I will ask this thing to vote, and after the vote we will decide what to do. So he went on shouting. So after that, chairman sir said, okay, we will put this thing issue to vote. That issue was put to vote. Then 6-4 was the mandate, and we went ahead. We passed this thing resolution of adopting this and giving it to the speaker.
Mr. Rajdeep, one more thing about Danish Ali, because in draft report it was also mentioned to admonish Danish Ali for mounting and twisting the questions of Vinod Sonkar in public forum. Do you agree with this? And recommendations have been made to admonish him from the ethics committee panel?
Absolutely. We recommend this because he was the one on day one also. He started yelling, disrupting the entire process. He was in this thing to do it in the second meeting also, and in the second meeting it was he who instigated Mahua, Moitra and Girdhari Yadavji to create a ruckus in the house when the meeting was going on. He was the one who instigated Mahua, Moitra to come out of the meeting and all. So obviously decision has to be taken on his activities and his conduct also.
One more thing, there are allegations against 6 more MPs as well, that they are also involved in cash for Kyori Rao. Do we expect that matter also to be taken up by ethics committee panel soon?
Look, this is outside the purview of this right now. If there are any such issues coming and any such complaint coming, at an appropriate time and place, everything will be taken. No such serious matter will go unheard from the Indian Parliament.
Opposition leaders were continuously stating that a warning should be given, and also ethics committee panel is not the right place, not the right platform where such matters should be taken up. This Danish Ali also spoke and Uttam Reddy also spoke. What's your response to them?
Look, in last about 12-13 years back, when Sri Pranab Mukherjee Ji was heading a committee like this, decision was taken within 9 days against 11 MPs, and all of them are expelled from the house. Giving them a time, it is not a show cause notice that you are issuing. It is a serious matter of national security. You have to understand this. It is not a child's play you are dealing with. You are giving your login ID to someone who's sitting some 1,000 miles away from the country. And if it lands with someone who is working against the interest of our country, will you not take a decision? Will you take it very simply, turn a blind eye to all these, saying that no, she should be, just given a warning and made this thing, let her go? It is not done. Diplomacy and politics in this way does not run the country.
Now, when the recommendation of expulsion have been suggested and mentioned in the draft report, what could be the time span of expulsion? It will be just for 17th Lok Sabha, or it could go beyond. Or if we talk about the reminiscent of 2005 December, cash for Kyori Rao, will it be like that? What will be what the law suggests?
Look, Look, this will be looked after by the Speaker. It is not within my ambit to make a comment on this. I have no right to actually. So obviously this falls within the purview of the office of Honorable Speaker. He will decide on all.
Mr. Rajdeep, one more thing. Some, you all have also mentioned. You all have also mentioned in the draft report recommendation that rules should be framed for unruly, for those sort of things, because to stop these unruly MPs, to not conduct such behavior. What are those things?
We will sit. We have said we have held 2 meetings before this cash for queries scam broke out. We could not come to this thing, but it's in the process of it. Obviously, there are 15 members. Everybody will give their opinion. Will frame the rules as early as possible. But it does not mean that if the rules are not framed, you can get away with some sort of a scam, some sort of an unethical behavior you conduct, and you get away. Just you hide on this thing of that rules are not framed, so you cannot take any action against me. That is not done.
Rajdeep, so Mr. One more thing, which the opposition leaders were continuously stating about NIC login credential. They stated that during 2019 and from 2019 to till now, there have been no rule and guideline that they can't share their login credential with anyone. Many MPs have been already doing it. There are not some set of rules which have been told by the Secretariat to them. What's your response to them?
There are definitely some do's and don'ts which have been told to the MPs. They have been said that you can share your login with person who are authorized by you. They are the only ones who can log in, and then you do not give your access to any people, any Tom, Dick and Harry. So we as a member, we were following those do's and don'ts very aptly. In fact, I have a PS who handles my questions. I handle my question. So only when I pass my OTP to him, he is the one who's entitled. Anyone from my constituency or any friend of mine is not entitled to ask question on my behalf. That has to be understood by everybody. And every MP in the parliament follows this. Now, there are certain people who may not follow this. Now they will listen what is happening in the ethics committee, and we hope that this is followed. But that does not mean anywhere lessen the sort of unethical behavior or the unprincipled behavior of Miss Moitra that she has done, like giving a login ID to someone who's operating her portal from outside the country.
One more thing, sir. Mahua Moitra was continuously stating that there's no evidence against her. This is a political vendetta. If we talk about evidence, yes.
There is enough evidence against her. There is, if you go, we cannot give you an access, but if you go through the report of the Ministry of Information and Technology, if you go through the report of Home Ministry, if you go through the report of External Affairs Ministry, there are enough evidence which they are turning a blind eye to. They are not understanding the seriousness of it. They are not understanding the implication of this. They are not understanding the fact that if they get away with it, there will be another set of public representative, both MPs and MLAs in the future in the country, who will ask question in lieu of cash, and you will not be in a position to take any decision. We should not, as a democratic republic, come to that pass where people are asking such questions in lieu of cash, and we are not in a position to take any disciplinary action against them, because it will set a precedence like you have not taken any action against Mahua Moitra.
I know, so you are getting late. I'll just ask one last question. My one last question is, has the committee already sent the draft report recommendation to Lok Sabha Speaker, or it will be sent in coming 1 or 2 days? And how long will it take for a final decision on this?
Look, sending of a report hardly takes time. People should understand. Once the meeting is over, the resolution is accepted now or within 2 hours or 4 hours. Obviously, it will go to him. And once it goes to his table, obviously, it is the prerogative of the Honorable Speaker to take a decision or proceed on it.